Ever wondered why your new furry friend just won't sit when you tell them to? Well, you're not alone. Training a new pup can be as challenging as it is rewarding. Meet our charismatic dog trainer who's going to share quick, effective training tips that can transform your canine chaos into a perfectly behaved pooch. From the stubborn sitter to the relentless chewer, we've got you covered. Well, stick around, because today, you're going to learn some effective training tips that will make your life a whole lot easier. The first tip is consistency. This might sound simple, but it's the cornerstone of all training. Consistency lays the foundation for your dog's learning process. It's like learning a new language. You wouldn't understand if the same word meant different things at different times, right? Dogs are much the same. Imagine you're teaching your dog to sit. If you use the command sit one day, down the next, and rest the day after, your dog will be left scratching its head in confusion. Instead, stick to one command word. This gives your furry friend a clear, unchanging signal of what you want it to do. The same goes for rewards. If you treat your dog for sitting one time, but not the next, it won't understand what it's being rewarded for. Consistency in rewards helps your dog link the correct behavior with positive outcomes. Remember, consistency is key. Your dog will thank you for it. Next up, we have positive reinforcement. This is a real game changer. Positive reinforcement is all about rewarding your dog when they do something right. It's like a little pat on the back for them, a way to say good job. This encourages them to repeat the behavior, and over time, it becomes a habit. Think of it this way: if every time you sat down to write, someone gave you a piece of your favorite candy, wouldn't you be more inclined to write? It's the same principle with dogs. When they associate a behavior with a positive outcome, they're more likely to do it again. Now, rewards aren't just limited to treats. They can be toys, praise, or even a good belly rub. It's about finding what your dog loves the most and using it as a positive reinforcer. With positive reinforcement, you're not just training your dog, you're building a bond with them. Our third tip is patience. Training doesn't happen overnight. Now let's delve into this a bit deeper. You see, dogs aren't like us. They don't understand our complex language, and they certainly can't read our minds. They learn at their own pace, just like we do when we're learning something new. And the more we try to force them, the more stressed and scared they might become. So what's the solution? Simple: patience. Imagine you're trying to learn a new dance routine and someone keeps pushing you to get it right. Would that help? No. It would only make you more anxious and less likely to succeed. Now, apply that same principle to your dog. They need calm, patient training sessions. They need time to understand and absorb what you're teaching them. Remember, patience is like a slow-cooked meal. It might take longer, but the end result is always worth it. Patience is not just a virtue. In dog training, it's a necessity. So, those are your 3 top tips for training your dog: consistency, positive reinforcement, and patience. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane, shall we? We started with consistency, the backbone of any successful training regimen. Like a steady drumbeat, it sets the pace for your pup's learning journey. Without it, the dance of training can quickly turn into a chaotic jig. Then we chatted about positive reinforcement. It's the secret sauce, the magic ingredient that turns training into a game of rewards. It's like a pat on the back or a high five for a job well done. It's your dog's motivation to keep striving and improving. Finally, we explored the power of patience. Training is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and patience is your trusty water bottle, keeping you hydrated throughout the long haul. It's the calm voice in the storm of training, assuring your dog that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's all part of the process. But speaking of mistakes, let's take a moment to enjoy some of our own. Yes, even we professionals don't always get it right the first time. From flubbed commands to unexpected reactions, our training sessions had their fair share of hilarious hiccups. But remember, it's these very bloopers that remind us to keep a sense of humor in our journey. Remember, training is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the process, laugh at the mistakes, and celebrate the victories. Happy training!